I'm not a musician by any stretch of the imagination, but I appreciate music. I would say most days I'm listening to music. I listen to it on my computer, have it streaming in the background. So I'm more of a consumer than a producer for sure. It definitely affects my mood, which is why I try and listen to more upbeat music when I'm working. You get too mellow, all of a sudden I'll be asleep, not doing my work.
Right.
Yes, music plays a part in my everyday life because, well, first of all, I'm a music teacher. I teach general music to 4th through 6th grade students, but that kind of part of music is a little bit different than most people's version of music in their everyday life because they use music for enjoyment. In a classroom, it's not really for me to enjoy. It's more for like teaching kids how to enjoy it or use it or that sort of thing, and doing more of the teaching and less of the musicking.
Music is always part of my life. I love music. I listen to music in the car. I listen to music at home. I always have the computer on listening to music, any type of music. And that's it.
Yes, I listen to music every day.
Do you like music, Marley?
Yeah.
You do? Do you sing in school?
Yes.
And
We sing.
Gummy Bear, can you sing it for me?
Yummy, yummy, yummy bear. I've been on the back part.
Music definitely plays a part of my everyday life. Music is everywhere. Everywhere I go, music is around me, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a song. When I'm waiting outside, when the train is going by and it's kind of rumbling, that's still kind of music, or when the birds are outside, that's still kind of music. Everywhere I go, there's music. Or like when I'm on the train, those 45 minutes, I'm listening to music. Or when I'm on the bus and I'm going to school, I'm listening to music, and it'll probably be Kendrick Lamar, and I'll probably blast it, trying to scare away people so they don't come and talk to me on the train or the bus. And it's just, it plays a huge part of my life. And sometimes it calms me down, sometimes it makes me a little bit more pumped up, just, yeah.
I really like Oingo Boingo, and I don't know if you're familiar with Oingo Boingo, you may not be. They were an 80s punk band, but they were a little different kind of punk than what you might think of. Kind of a big band punk. Dead Man's Party is one of their biggest hits. My fraternity, we would sponsor a Halloween party every year, and that was the theme song and all that. So that's got a fond spot in my heart.
Okay, so my favorite song is Home by Edward Sharpe. This is it. I will play it for you.
I like this song.
There's this one part. Hold on, wait. Let me go home. Home is where I'm with you. Oh, home. Let me come home. Sing.
Whenever I'm with you.
Forget it. Anyway, that's my favorite song of all time. I actually want that song to be played on my wedding day if I ever get married, but that's the song I want.
Why do you like it so much?
I don't know, the words they say, kind of like home is wherever I'm with you. Home doesn't necessarily have to be a place, it could be a person, it could be a thing. So it's just the lyrics in that song, and the song is so positive. Not positive, it's just so bubbly, like it puts a smile on my face,
My favorite song is Margherita by an Italian composer, song composer. His name is Riccardo Cocciante. I was brought up and raised in Italy. He was a very famous, and it's beautiful for the lyrics, the meaning, and it was a special song when I was growing up.
My favorite is Gummy Bear. My favorite singer is Maybe Sound and Miss Tamara.
Are those your teachers?
I love Blue rainbow, I love. And I can do it. It's cool.
Nice. That's awesome.
Kind of don't have like a consistent favorite artist or song, but because I don't know, I'm a different person every day, so I just kind of like different kinds of music at different times. Like right now, I've been listening to Leon Bridges a lot. He's kind of like a soul, like retro Motown kind of guy, I guess, from Texas, and I like his song "Coming Home."
Can you give us a little sample?
Oh, Jesus. Jeez. Do you ask all your interviewees this question? Baby, 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 I'm coming home to your tender, sweet loving. You're my one and only woman. The world leaves a bitter taste.
Third grade clarinet.
Wow.
Did not do really well. I didn't try hard enough either. Had I stuck with it, not that I would have been something great probably, but I'm sure I could have been okay. But I was just probably too lazy. Didn't come easy, and so
Gotcha.
I dropped it.
I know piano. I know how to play it.
Is that piano?
Okay. I know how to play boom, 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 boom.
When I was in summer camp, and this was quite a long time ago, Fly, Robin, Fly was very popular, and they had it on the radio. The counselors would, play music or whatever, and they liked to play that song every day.
How old were you at that time?
Oh, I was probably 11, maybe 12.
My family used to have this Oldsmobile station wagon that was it was like super rusted through, and it had those seats in the back that are probably totally illegal now, but they face the opposite direction. You could fold them up from the trunk. And I remember sitting with my sister, who was 2 years older than we were, probably like, I don't know, like 5 to 7 years old, I don't remember, but I remember listening to Paul Simon, his album Graceland. We used to have the cassette tape, and we'd listen to that a lot. There's probably only a couple cassette tapes we had in the car, so I remember listening to that one a lot though. And I still listen to that music today. It's really good and nostalgic for me.
Well, this is a difficult question. There are many songs that brings back memories, personal situation. I would have to say mainly my grandmother. My grandmother, she sang all the time at home, and I remember since I was a little girl listening to her singing, and her favorite song was La mia solitudine by Iva Zanicki, and every time I hear, I think of my grandmother, that she's not with me anymore.
You know how you're a teenager and you're kind of pissed off at the world and you're pissed off at your mom and you're like, nothing's fair? Well, there's this one song I used to listen to in middle school, and this is a song that I used to always listen to. It's called Pork and Beans by Weezer, and anytime I was upset, this is the song I would listen to. Like, I would just sit in my room and listen to it over and over and over and over. Working out at the gym to fit my underwear. Wait, there's this one part. You hate for the kids to think that you lost your cool. I'ma do the things that I wanna do. I ain't got a thing to prove to you.
Great, that's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Hotel California by the Eagles, 1976. I remember because I bought my first car that year, and we listened. That song was very popular. Oh, when I first came to America, 1975.
I don't know. I probably learned it from my mom. I don't have any specific memory of
All right, nice,
memorying
Mom.
it. So, yeah, thanks, Mom. Okay. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Now I've sung my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? There you go.
That was great.
I grew up speaking Arabic because my parents are both from Palestine, but I learned my ABCs in the classroom. So, well, I learned my English ABCs before I ever learned my Arabic ABCs because Sunday school came after. So I learned, my teacher taught me in preschool.
Okay, I'm Italian. We don't have a real song for that, but we memorize just going very fast. So I'm gonna do that for you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, Z. There you go.
All right.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Next time, won't you sing with me?
I think you missed a few letters.